Part 2 Buckhead, College Part 2 Bankhead. Dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Mason Eagle, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long run. Athletes and sports junkie. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team low. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Credit, Jack, yeah, black on.
Woo! It's that time. It's time for the dopest sports show on radio to invade your airwaves. It's the Crush. Yo, that waving. Right here on the Sensation Station Network. And also broadcasting on WBLZSports.com. I am your humble co-host, E. Glaze. And over there missing our producer, throwing her hands up. It's Macy Hurry. What's going on, man?
Was she picking on me?
Yeah, she throwing hands, just throwing all that over there.
Oh, you was throwing gang signs. I'm sorry. What's going on?
Trying to get us some attention over there.
Hey, how you doing?
We got a great show. It's Recruiting 101. What show number is this, man?
Man, this show number 46, man. The Stanley Pritchard edition.
Look at you.
Yeah. So you did that last week. You were throwing names and numbers out. So I was going to do the same thing, man. Shout out to my homeboy, Stanley Pritchard.
You got mad about that whole Troy. But we won't let that go, man.
Which one?
Troy Polamalu.
Oh, yeah, man. We don't need no Pittsburgh Steelers in here, man. None of that, man. We don't need none of that.
Hey, man, we got a great show for you guys.
We do.
Multiple guests. Our first guest will be a young fella who's going to be making a decision soon.
I already know where he's going to school, but I'll let him tell y'all later.
And the reason why we brought him on, he gets to tell you about his process, basically.
Right.
We talk about it every week about the recruiting process, and you guys get to hear what he went through about his recruiting process.
It works. The process works.
It works if you do it right.
Right.
If you do it right. Oh, okay.
Hey, man, she
petty today, boy. Ooh,
tell you, boy, she must be kin to Dave Chappelle. You're so not funny, but you're funny.
That was pretty funny.
Right.
We also got our man, and I want to make sure, Resty Beadles.
Resty Beadles.
He played during the 90 era with some good fellas back in the day. Some people y'all might know with the Georgia Bulldogs. Played offensive guard. He's going to talk about his time and what's going on with him now, and also what's different between when he was getting recruited and now. We're going to talk about that with him. What else we got us for today, Macy?
Man, so Keyshawn Johnson Jr. is going to take a leave of absence from Nebraska. He caught some charges out there. We're going to talk about that.
Yep.
Man, what else we going to talk about, man? The University of Oregon, they on your list? No, don't say nothing about that. Don't say nothing about that. Willie Taggart is doing a great job down south.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the success that he has. And then University of Central Florida, their kicker, he took on the NCAA, and he won.
Somebody went to Central Florida recently, but we ain't going to talk about that
either. Yeah, no, we ain't going to talk about that either. Listen.
We saw pictures.
He's not going to Central Florida.
He's not going to Central Florida.
Yeah, you scratched him out.
You scratched him out the list.
Or he might be going to Central Florida.
It might be.
We just don't know.
We don't know.
I know, but we'll let y'all figure that out later.
We'll think about it. So, hey, man, this question intro is brought to you by Hard Work Apparel. Hard Work Apparel is designed to unlock the psychological elements of drive, desire, and determination. That's that 3D effect, which is necessary to push the body and mind to its optimal level of performance. Once you wear Hard Work Apparel, you will subliminally feel obligated to work at a high level. Please visit www.hardwork, that's HARDWRK.com for more information. And what's the motto, Macy?
Ooh, Lord, hard work ain't easy, boy.
Hard work ain't easy.
Boot camp was a killer today. We couldn't even get no group picture.
Hell,
he ran us to death this morning, man. That guy.
I don't know if you help him or you hurt him.
I still didn't get my 10,000 steps in. I help him because we got some people who signed. They signing up for that craziness. So y'all go right ahead, man. Come join us. Church doors wide open, baby. Church doors wide open.
When we come back, man, we jumping into this interview with this young fella, Mr. Geathers. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Gene's Body Tech.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to say.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com. And let Truisms help you to the next level.
This is Judge Hatchett, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Going to the Crushing interview brought to you by ORC Software. The ORC team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. ORC's motto is when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to ORC.com for more information. Maceo, please introduce our guest, sir.
Hey, man, the young fella coming to the microphone, North Cobb standout defensive end. Got a few stars by his name, but you know how we feel about stars. We don't worry about that stuff, man. But what we care about is this young man makes plays on the field, and he says on July 4th, man, he gonna make a decision that's gonna change his life. Thurman Geathers to the microphone. What's up, T?
Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
What's happening?
Thurman Geathers, we gotta say the second, Maceo. He's
the second. Yeah, and I should know better because I'm junior, and when I don't put junior on, I get beat up, so I understand.
We got the other one in here.
Right, no doubt. So, we got that right.
My first question I had to ask you, Thurman, why you picked July 4th to make your decision, sir?
You know, I just have family over, everybody come over, everybody cook out, with fireworks at the end of the day.
Yeah, so you saying that day everybody be there, the family and all that, so you want to make a big decision?
Yes, sir.
You nervous about it?
No, sir.
You're not nervous about it?
No, sir.
Okay.
It's a blessing.
Well, let's start with this. The school that you're going to make that decision to, what led to the decision?
Academics first.
Whoa. Wait a minute, time out. What happened?
I got academics first. Yes, sir.
The academic part.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me scratch that school off. He's not picking that school. It's the other school.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got it.
So how many schools are truly in the running with the academics? Do you want to at least name your list right now?
Nah, don't do that.
Give me at least 5.
Because you're going to make it easy for me. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Give him 5 schools that you really not pick. I just joke.
Yeah.
What schools has it come down to?
Indiana, NC State, Arkansas, and Louisville.
Oh, so you got the 4.
Yes, sir.
Nice schools, man. They all got certain colors too.
Right, red. They all red.
Was that part of the process?
No, okay. I was looking like, All of them
I really know what school they're going to now. I really know what
You see,
school
make
they're
sure
going
I
to.
went there. You know.
Yeah, I know what school it is. Was coaching part of your decision?
Yes, sir. You know, relationship with the coaches is always going to be the big part, you know, at the end of the day. Because that's who I'm going to be with.
Right.
So tell about, you know, your academics means a lot to you and your family. So tell them about your, you know, you got a pretty good GPA in some scores. You talk about yourself, brag about yourself.
Brag a minute.
I'm majoring in sports management, so one of the schools I'm going to, they got a good sports management program.
I know what school they're going to.
You just gonna keep going with that, man?
I mean, I know.
He doesn't know.
I know.
Okay.
I'll tell y'all when he leave, and then when he make that decision, I'll be like, told you so.
On July 4th, we'll be there.
Right.
Oh, by the way, we probably might have that day off.
Yeah. Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
What day of the week is that?
That's a Tuesday.
That's a Tuesday. So I can roll on in there and might get some chicken and listen to his announcement at the same time. I might roll up on him, man.
Make sure you go live with it.
I think we might do that.
Okay.
Am I invited parents to the house? Oh, okay, it might be so.
Oh, say no more.
We might have to come roll through with the cameras and everything.
Say no more.
So when you were out there and North Cobb is, you know, let's talk about North Cobb this year. You losing your big boy on the Auburn this year. So you have to take on a little bit of a leadership role on defense. How does that mean for you? You had 16 sacks last year, am I right?
15.
15, my bad. I gave you 1, 2. 15 sacks last year, not bad in a 3-4 defense this year. So everybody's going to be looking at you. What does that mean? Since Cameron has left, he's going to Auburn. That means that you're going to get some of the work now, and people are going to look at you. How did that make you feel?
It made me feel good. Like, they handed me the torch. They really handed me the torch, so I get to step up and be a leader on defense now. I've been waiting like 3 years, so I can finally do it.
15 sacks, so 15 makes it. I mean,
he got a motor. He get to the quarterback. Let me ask you this. It's summertime. It's camp season. Have you been going to a lot of these camps? You haven't been going to the camp?
No, sir.
Why are you not going to camps?
Because I feel like all the schools, like some schools that didn't offer me want me to go to camp, but like if you really want me, you're going to offer me. I really ain't going to no camp this year.
Wow.
Interesting.
Can we say that?
Man, he must listen to this show a lot. Wow.
So every school schools, if you want people, don't just ask them to come over. Right. You might want to make sure you get some offers as well. Come on through. So describe your process, Thurman. How was it for you? And you know, you're going through. And we talked about this a little bit. Talk about your visit. You still got some official visits you're going to make, right?
Yes, sir, but I'm going to be committed before I take this official visit.
And why would that be important for you?
You know, I don't plan on flipping, but it's going to be good to see other schools too. Yes, sir.
Don't plan on flipping. He going to tell you, yeah, I know where he going to school.
All right, man, we're about to take a break.
I know those coaches there. So, yeah.
Listen at you, man.
I know how they feel about it. Yeah, okay, yeah.
We come back, man. I want to talk to Thurman some more. I want to talk to Mama a little bit, too.
She says she's not moving. Well, okay.
We'll bring the mic over there.
Yeah.
The mic is movable.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. You know, I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you gonna do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We could share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Teddy Parrish, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Hey, man, we're back. Crushing Recruiting 101 episode. What, Maceo?
Episode 46, man, the Stanley Pritchard edition.
The Stanley Pritchard edition.
Yeah, he caught that game-winning touchdown, Falcons versus Saints from Mike Vick in the corner of the end zone. Only the way Doug, how Astros can do it. No doubt. Let's keep going.
Had to slide that in there.
I always slide that in, man.
Hey, man, we're here with our man, Thurman Geathers II.
Please say the second.
He's going into his senior year at North Cobb High School, but he's making a big decision on July 4th. And we've asked someone he knows very well, who knows him as well, Mrs. Geathers. How you doing, Mom?
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Mom Geathers. Let me ask you a question. We always like to ask the parents, when you see your kid going through this process, what is it for you? How is it for you to be able to see him and go through it and walk with him?
Well, he as he says, he always asks for this, so all of it is a blessing. But I do see the things that he goes through as far as, like, all the messages. There are a lot of messages, a lot of things that different coaches are asking him, trying to reach him, and those type of things. So I do see those things that he's going through. But also, he says it's a blessing. So he's not overwhelmed by it, but he's thankful for the opportunity.
What advice, as a parent, have you guys been given young Thurman?
Pray. Pray, and pray again. You know, the decision that he makes, we're going to stand by him, but I also want it to be a decision that he's content with, he's comfortable with. You know, like he said, no flip-flopping. You know, I want his mind to be made up 100%.
And with that, Thurman, I mean, and, you know, that's a big thing. Knowing that you got your parents behind you and all that, how does that make you feel? Does it make you more excited to look forward to the future and things of that nature?
Yes, sir, because they've been coming to every game, too, so, like, they're excited for me, too, as well, like, more than me sometimes.
Well, let me ask this from the parent perspective. What was the most important part of this recruiting process for you? Because I'm thinking y'all kind of had a good idea, 9th grade, you know, okay, we're going to be serious about this thing. When was it serious for you as far as his recruiting process?
I think really as the offers started to come in, we started to really assess what was going on with him, and just looking at the academics of the school, looking at their schemes, you know where he would be a good fit, kind of running through all of that for all things that we were considering. I mean, he's just, you know, as an all-around player, I think he's versatile. So that kind of, you know, just adds to it.
So watching the film too.
All things. So all those things are kind of like, you know, just in the pot, in the mix. We just kind of mix it all together, and we sit down and we talk about it, and we take votes and take another vote and take another vote. So we've been doing a lot of voting the last couple of weeks.
Cool. Which goes with that, Thurman. I mean, scheme does matter. And which one do you feel comfortable in? 3-4, 4-3, whatever one?
I can play both, really.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I feel like I play both.
Because I know North Cobb last year they went to a 3-4.
Yeah.
And that's something you still, to get 15 out of a 3-4 is pretty good.
Now, does North Cobb ask you, I mean, because your athlete, had they asked you to play a little offense to help the team this year?
Yes, sir. I was playing receiver. I started receiver during the spring.
Hey, now. Hey, now. So you like catching touchdowns more than second quarterback?
I didn't say that.
Oh, man, come on.
See, man, don't start with that receiver.
Come on, man. It's a lot of glory right there, receiver. It's a lot of glory.
Hey, man. So, Mom, when you were, and I'm going to ask Thurman the same question, the Geathers name is well known in football. You know, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But I got you. I got you. I had to argue my producer every night. But I want to talk about this, and I want y'all to think about it before we get the last segment. The Geathers name, Jumpy, Robert, and all the people that have been in the league and NFL, is big and known in the NFL. How does that make you? Is it any pressure on you? We talked about it a little bit, and how do you get him to make sure that don't worry about that, it's about Thurman Geathers II. And we'll talk about that when we come back from break. So stay with us.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first. I will never accept defeat.
I
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
It's a Sensation Station Wealth Nation collaboration celebrating 7 years going hard in Always Radio. The Go Hard, Go Home Summer Series returns. It kicks off at Red Martini Lounge July 6th with multi-platinum selling artist Silk the Shocker. Silk the Shocker performing all those hits with the celebrity red carpet brought to you by The Hype. It's no limit more than ever. The Hype Magazine, Wealth Nation, and Sensation Station Network celebrating 7 years goes hard July 6th at Red Martini Lounge. Tickets only $10. Get more info at ssnatl.com.
I know you got a man and all.
Hey, in the house, what you say now? Sensation Station Network live with the Crush Sports Talk Radio Show. I am Derek Fraser. I'm with Biggie Lane tonight. Y'all can forget about it.
Every time I hear Coach Frazier make sure he make me laugh, man. Frazier is funny. We here, man. Recruiting 101, show 46.
They telling me stop trying to convert this man to a diva wide receiver, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm just trying to tell him, man, you have more fun at receiver, man.
I'm telling you, the sack, it's not like a sack.
A sack only lasts for like, touchdowns go on for like weeks. They be talking about touchdowns 2-3 weeks. Now, if you drop one, we ain't going to get into that. Let's keep going.
You're going to bring back that bad memory, man.
No, I don't have no bad memories no more.
Oh, you had it out?
Oh, yeah, man, I got therapy for that.
Therapy, that's right.
Yeah, let's go. That's why I need a fidget spinner. Let's do it.
Hey, we're back, man. We're doing our Crew 101 show. We got it with us right now, Thurman Geathers, and his mom has joined us as well. So we talked about it a little bit, and if people who know football know about the Geathers name, you know, John P. Robert, he's got one in the league now with the coast safety, Geathers, as he's in there, and CFL. They just keep coming and coming. But
they belong.
They belong, and this is lineage. But Thurman, how do you, and we'll tax your mom as well, make sure that I ain't worried about that. It's all about Thurman right now. What do you do?
I mean, they help me out a lot. So anybody can call, they got experience. So I feel like it helped me out a lot, really. Ain't no pressure, really.
No pressure. They just talking to you.
This is a mature kid, man. Wow. Sound like a receiver.
Mama, how do you handle it to make sure that you just ask for advice and just want them to work with them and things of that nature as well?
Well, I think that, he works hard. He's a hard worker, and I admire that about him because he wanted not to just stand on the Geathers' name, but also stand on his own merit. So I see that he puts in the work early morning and come home and work out, and then on weekends we're working out. So he's always had that work ethic about him to stand on his own name. So I do admire that about him.
Oh, makes it sound like, how much you been praying? Not just messing with
you. But what's funny, I like the word that it's work ethic.
Yeah.
How much work do you do? I said, you guys work out as a team, but how much extra work do you put in on the side?
Really no days off. That's really it. If I start when everybody else work out, everybody would be the same. So I got to pull away.
What? See, kids like this going to get me back to coaching.
No, it ain't.
Nah, okay. But do you hear the words that are coming out of this young man? And this is what I be trying to get people to understand. It's a reason certain kids have certain offers. Like, don't ever look at a kid and be like, oh, why he... Listen to what this man said. No days off.
And do you see it? And when you had those no days off, you feel it on the field, don't you?
Yes, sir.
When you're going against a guy, you're like, barbecue chicken right here. Let's get it, baby.
Right. But that's part of dominance. Because you feel like nobody's outworking you. Oh, my God. Man. So why y'all crying about who didn't offer you and why Thurman got 25 offers? He got 25 offers because he outworking everybody.
So when you start seeing the offers come through, Mama, what were your thoughts? You're like, wow, they're coming in like kind of regular.
Loaded.
Well, when they started coming in, they really did start flowing, and they started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you really start sitting back and kind of thinking, this is really happening.
Yeah. Oh, he gonna go school free. We can.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, let's get these renovations right here. Let's go to HGTV.
And Thurman,
I love it.
And then like we always talk about Maceo and Wendy as well, because this is an opportunity to go to school for free that your mom ain't got to pay for, and daddy. That's a big thing as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jordan 3s, baby. Hey, more Jordan 3s for
I knew
me.
you gonna catch it the minute he walked in.
Oh yeah, man. OGs too. Yeah, he ain't got the jump man on the back. He got the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You stand in line?
No, sir.
Oh, you did?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. You got somebody standing in line for you?
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
But again, when you're doing what you're supposed to do, you can't get the youngest to understand that enough. Do your part. I give you heaven, moon, stars, quasars, all that good stuff, man.
And one thing that Wendy always talked about, how easy is it for him now that the grades and everything seem to be in the right spot as well?
I think it's a relief. You know you have that under control, and that's the first thing when coaches call. I mean, they're calling, first thing they ask for is, let me see his grades.
Oh, they ain't asking about his 40 time?
No.
They're not asking about his vertical?
No.
They want to know about his grades first.
First stop. Before they even get to him, his grades.
I told you people be paying attention.
So when you can just hand them the grades, it's like in the ACT.
It's a relief.
Well, Thurman, man, I told you I was going to get you on here, buddy.
It's funny how the process really works.
So
it's funny.
It really works, make sure. So
it works.
Get some people some shout out, man, before we leave, man. You want to get some shout out?
Shout out to my parent. Shout out
Number
Saturday
one.
team. Yes, sir. That's it.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
And your sister?
Oh, my little sister.
I was about to say, man.
She's sitting over there like, boy, I ain't gonna wash them dishes for you tomorrow.
Mama,
real talk.
Daddy over there, sister. We thank y'all for coming in. Thurman, July 4th?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give me a plate, man.
July 3rd, I'll tell y'all where he going to school. I just tell my crew. Then I'm going to let him tell the world. Then I'm just going to say, I told you so.
I told you so. Yeah, man, we're about to take some photos, man. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Your health is at stake. Diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, inflammation, and joint pain, even weight loss. It's time to end your battle. The Abundant Life Movement is dedicated to the building of generational health by transforming your water with the power of alkaline to improve hydration and fight against acidic and unhealthy conditions in the body. Here's a testimonial from Linda Rogers Brown and Pamela McMillan.
2011, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had no pain and no symptoms associated with that illness. It's a silent killer. I was introduced to Extreme X2O alkaline water, and within 2 days of drinking it, I was off all my pain medicine, and now we're 6 years strong, no chemo, no radiation, no cancer.
I am a 3-time cancer survivor. I was born with thyroid cancer. By being on the alkaline products allowed me to be able to cope currently with colon cancer. Now I'm able to function and be more mobile within 3 days of being on the product.
Extreme X2O, when the water you're drinking is damaging your health. Extreme X2O. For more info, AbundantLifeMovement.com or call 910-527-2260.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
My savings are gone.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on the vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B. Console her.
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C. Take charge.
Got to get this all straightened out. Give a little talking to, man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve. It's now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D. Help her find a new boyfriend.
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
I'm Nicole Carr with Channel 2 Action News, and you're listening to The Crush on the Sensation Station Network.
Oh, boy, we're back. Sitting here, doing what we do. We're in Recruit 101. Make sure, give us that topic real quick, man.
Hey, man, so the next topic we're going to cover, Keyshawn Johnson Jr. is taking a leave of absence from Nebraska. So if you know, he enrolled early. Spring practice came around. He got caught with some weed in the room. Had a sack or two with him. So Keyshawn Sr. decided, you know what? We're going to take you from Lincoln, bring you back home. And I want you to decide, is this really what you want to do? Clearly, this is not what you want to do. Because you on campus, you're embarrassing the family name.
Right. That's what it came down to.
I don't want to jump real quick, but he taking him back to California to break him. But keep going on, man. Keep going.
Where it's legal. Okay.
Right. So, Keyshawn feels like, look here. Clearly, this is not what you want to do right now. So he's bringing him home. He's giving him some tough love.
Yeah.
What you think about this, Wendy?
That work when you got money.
Interesting.
I don't see any other everyday parent. I don't see one of us doing that for our kids. Because you're going to stay on that campus. You're going to get it right there. Because you can't come home. Because then your money may be gone. So it's one of those things where his father is known, and so maybe he's able to do that because of who his father is. I don't see that happening to any other everyday person that's on campus. Student athlete that's on campus. I just don't see that.
Talk about it, Glaze.
I think Wendy just said it. But what are you teaching him, though? He gets into an issue, I'm going to bail you out every time?
Well, he's not bailing him out. He brought him home. He's not going to play football.
Yeah, the punishment, I get the punishment. You're not playing football.
But you're going home to a palatial estate in California. Around getting in your car that you probably got there. You're probably going around your friends that probably got you, that taught you how to do what you're doing. Is Keyshawn going to be around him 24/7?
Hey,
I'm not trying to say I get him pulling him out, but I'm just like, what punishment are you doing? Snoop's son got out of school because he didn't have it. He didn't make him better.
Snoop's son didn't want to play football.
Yeah, he's out on the walkway now.
Yeah, he's been
in Milan. He's been modeling.
He's modeling. He's a model now. But he really changed the subject. But I'm just saying, I know as a parent you kind of want to do things. You're like, man, you ain't ready for this. Let me bring you home. What is Keyshawn? I always ask, what's the next step, Keyshawn?
Right, I get it. I mean, I see that he's trying to punish him. Hey, look, you ain't gonna be out here and messing up my good name because you want to act the fool
and that's the thing.
And smoke. And I get that. I get that part.
About your name, or are you trying to do something to help work?
I get that part. But at the same time, like, what you're taking him back to is that going to work? Because, like, what do you have in place there that's going to make him any better?
Well, let's get the opinion of Mr. Rusty Beadles. What's up, Rusty?
What's happening, Herb?
What's going on, brother?
Coolin', brother.
What do you think about this?
It's a severe case of damage control. You know, the daddy has to do. He has the money. He has the resources. So he needs to enlist him, enroll him in some kind of mental behavior hospital, detox him, see what's going on, get some mental health treatment. You gotta, train the mind trickery, okay? And then, you just skill set him down, swimming every day, working out every day, enroll him in some classes so he can stay on course with those 16 core credit courses and maintain that GPA and just to show those people that he's worthy and a valuable asset to receive that scholarship.
We're going to benchmark that.
That's tweetable right there.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
I'm more resourceful than I thought.
My suit can still make an impression.
My video games are still game changers.
And my lamp can bring others a bright future.
Because when I donate my stuff to Goodwill,
it helps fund job placement and training for people right in my community.
Now my stuff gets a second chance.
And will give someone in my community
a second chance too.
Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. That's goodwill.org. This message brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And lead the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Killer Mike, Killer Kill from the Ville. You're checking me out right now on the Sensation Station Network. Make sure you tune in, suckers.
It's the wow. Hey, man, we're back, man. We're talking about an interesting topic right now. Keyshawn pulled his son out of Nebraska because of the weed issue that he had. And we got some, arrested was... It's Rusty,
That's it. What you call me? Big Rusty,
yeah.
Dirty Red.
Yeah, Dirty Red got all in there.
Buster Brown, Corch. I get it all.
They put the R in there too.
Yeah,
Corch.
Legendary Coach William Walker, been here.
Been real. Gotta add that. Well, keep it going, man. So talk about what we got rolling with.
Well, the thing, we're just gonna kind of finish this up. Keyshawn, he basically what he was trying to get his son to understand is, you're grown now.
Right.
You decided that you was going to get on the weed. So this usually what happens to people when they're not doing what they're supposed to do. It's a privilege for you to be in this situation. So Keyshawn, like I say, he's bringing him back to California. He's going to enroll him in some JUCO. He's going to enroll him in JUCO. This kid was going to be in the rotation to play.
Yeah, he was that good.
He was going to be in the rotation to play.
Wait, he's going to JUCO?
Well, now he's going to take some community college classes because if he does everything he's supposed to do, Keyshawn's going to send him back to Nebraska in January. And again, it's a case where you're saying he got that kind of money where he can do this.
So technically, he's still enrolled at the school. He's just sitting out the fall semester.
Yeah, he will not be playing football in the fall. And
he's doing like the transient classes.
Yeah,
okay, because I was about to say he enrolled him in the JUCO. No.
Yeah, because to me, the biggest thing you can do to any athlete is take the game away from him.
Yeah. And we're gonna see, and we always say, what does it mean to him, Mason? Does the game mean that much to him?
I say that all the time.
That's it. I would go ahead and red shirt him, gray shirt him, whatever. Sit him down. It's humility before honor. Just let him know he need to get it out the mud. He need to work. They need to give him extra work, 5 a.m. workout. If he's late, 5 a.m. workouts. If he doesn't make a meeting, 5 a.m. workout. Just put that true responsibility on him. Let him know his purpose is to be a protector and a provider.
So you would have left him at Nebraska?
I'd have left him there. I mean, you committed to them. You're showing commitment. What are you showing him when you don't finish the drill, coach, when you don't attack the day?
I agree.
If someone took the game away from you, Rusty, what would it have meant for you?
It would have been devastating. That's all I had. That's all I know. Yeah. I met a lot of people, developing personal skills, matriculating to a businessman, entrepreneur, educator. That's what I do. And football provided that avenue. That's why I try to provide that and help provide that for so many kids, getting scholarships or getting money behind them so they can be exposed and experienced and get on some structure and learn how to be good, upstanding citizens.
That's what's up, man. Somebody, real quick, man, your thoughts on it, man.
Like I say, I believe that if you truly love the game, you won't do anything to get the game taken away from you. Clearly this is his first time away from home. Clearly he couldn't handle the pressure of being without that structure.
Right.
But me personally, I would have left him there and let the coaches deal with it. Like Rusty was saying, hey man, let's get that 5 a.m. going.
Yeah.
You gonna run every step in this stadium.
And
get you some gardening gloves, get some center blocks.
Because again, think about how many kids can't leave.
Right.
When we come back, I want to talk a little bit more because I want somebody when we were talking about transients. classes. We'll talk about that when we get back to it.
Okay.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by GetSchooled and the Ad Council.
I'm more resourceful than I thought.
My suit can still make an impression.
My video games are still game changers.
And my lamp can bring others a bright future.
Because when I donate my stuff to Goodwill,
it helps fund job placement and training for people right in my community.
Now my stuff gets a second chance.
And will give someone in my community
a second chance too.
Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. That's goodwill.org. This message brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is big business. This is the American way.
Station Network.
See ya.
Hey, we're back. And right now, man, before we go to continue this topic, Maceo, we got a caller, man.
Hey, caller, what you crushing on?
Maceo Glaze, Wendy, I'm crushing on the show.
What up, Mike?
What up, Mike? What's happening, fam?
Hey, sir, I had a quick question for you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Was Keyshawn one of those people that went sign that autograph for your child back in the day?
Man, Keyshawn did my youngin' so wrong, man. You know, and the way we had it set up, like nobody was over there by the player card. Keyshawn walks out, man. You know, Monte got on the Keyshawn jersey. Keyshawn, no kids over there. Keyshawn decided to keep on walking, man. Didn't even attempt to sign the autograph, man. Clown, that's okay.
I could say that goes around, comes around, but we won't be petty, though.
We won't be petty, Mike.
Nah, we won't be petty, Mike.
It might be petty thinking, but we won't do it to him, man.
But tell Matt Ryan, man, I ain't got over it.
I don't think he is. It was good radio talk, though, Mike. It was good, though. He sounded good on the radio with it. So, hey, Mike, man, thanks for calling us, bruh.
All right.
What number did Mike call us at?
Man, Mike called the show at 678-613-5857.
Hey, Wendy, you were talking about what type of classes he was talking about. You mentioned, what can he take? Since he can be in Cali, what kind of class can he take to not, I guess, mess up anything? He can take community college classes, or what is?
So actually, he could go to any school that his school will take accept the credits from.
Okay.
So, and it's kind of like being in transients. So you actually could still be like at your campus taking a class, and maybe they don't offer a class that you need that semester. So you could go to a nearby local school and take a class. So I did that when I was at Georgia State. I took one class at Morehouse.
Mm-hmm.
But there's only so many classes that credit hours you can get as a transient student that your school can accept. Because, as a part of graduating from a school, most of your credit hours have to come from that particular school that you're graduating from.
Right.
So you can take so many. I don't even know I actually don't know, because a lot of students don't do that. The athletes don't usually do that because they can go to summer school and they have so many options to get their classes in. You see more regular everyday students having to step away because maybe they want to graduate in the spring and then the class is only offered in the fall, and that they don't figure that out until like midway through. So they're like, oh, I got to take the class in spring over at somebody else's campus in order to still graduate in May.
Right.
So you get it like that. So he can't enroll in another school, because then if he enrolls in like a community college or a JUCO, the rule is you got to get so many hours, you got to pretty much graduate to leave.
Right.
So what he's doing is taking classes as a transient student. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Hey, it's a tough game out here. But and again, that's one of the reasons that I feel like should have just left him at Nebraska.
Yeah.
Should have just left him at Nebraska. Let the coaches handle it. Hey.
Because they found it in his dorm room, right?
They found it in the dorm room. Yeah. So clearly he was kicking it a little too much.
Too hard.
And but part of this too, this is a high profile kid we talk about with a high profile name.
Because this happens all the time.
Right. But it becomes because of who he is.
Just got to teach him how to be discreet. Teach him where to smoke the weed, when and why not. Stay lane, keep God first, make good decisions, build a healthy relationship. We got a lot riding on this, Smokey, since you smoking.
Yeah, see, that would be me. Every time he says something, I'd be like, look, Smokey.
Yeah, you can't be a part of the problem, Trump.
Every time you walk around the house, Smokey.
Come here, Smokey. Come here. Let me talk to you.
Smokey, holla at you.
So Keisha,
I'd make his life miserable.
can't drive the truck. You can't get the J's.
No, you got to take stuff away from him. All them days of beating on him and whooping him and public humiliating him and cursing him out and talking to him like he's everything but a child of God. Just take that cell phone, take your electronics. Just make him work. Put that work ethic in him.
No iPad for you.
No, not just up for you.
Yeah. No.
Me love you long time.
I make him sweat, make him wear some regular shoes. Oh, you get those Nikes, the $49.99.
Take your toothbrush. Take your toothbrush.
No,
don't take your toothbrush.
Yeah. He got to still get the communicate.
but one more, but again, when you're a high profile kind of guy,
right.
These types, because like when this wouldn't probably be a story because we know this happens at every campus
all the time.
But it's because of the name,
and that's something that Keyshawn got to be able to say too, bro. You got a name, and every time you breathe wrong, people gonna put you in the paper.
They gonna associate it with me.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Hey man, we're gonna run down, but our rundown gonna be special because we got a guy. You've already heard his voice that we gonna talk to, man. Mr. Resty Beadle, Buster Brown. Dirty Red, whatever you want to call him, man. He'll be here with us. We got to talk to him in a few minutes. So stay with us. It's The Crush.
You use Tearless baby shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
And we're going to this Crush Rundown brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Cricket has something epic for you. Get a free select 4G LTE smartphone like Samsung Galaxy AMP2 plus a $50 bill credit when you switch. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. And our rundown is a little different right now because we got a guy that Macio's about to introduce that you've already heard his voice, but we're about to do the proper introduction. So Macio, introduce our guest, man.
Hey, man, coming to the microphone, man, this young fella. He came up in an era where, man, guys from our side of town weren't supposed to be going to UGA. But he did it anyway, man, coming out of Westlake High School, man. Rusty Beadles to the microphone. What's up, Coach?
What's happening, Coach? You finally got me here, huh?
Hey, man, I mean, after, negotiating, and you got people, you got too many people, man. I had to go through too many channels to make this happen, man. He got people on top of people on top of people, but, we made it happen.
That's right. That's right. I'm glad to be here. You guys are doing a wonderful job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
Wendy, Maceo, E-Glaze.
So let me ask you this, Rusty.
Yes, sir.
People said that about that back in the days, in the early 80s, late in the 90s.
You said 80s.
Right. You age just about another 10, 15.
Look, I'm about to get old myself. But anyway, right. But defining yourself and getting to that Georgia, what was that process for you coming from Westlake High School?
No nonsense, single parent home. I had my father, he was there, blue collar guy, correctional officer, had his cleaning business on food industry. My mom was a social worker, came up during the Reagan era, that hit us. So I moved a couple of times. So I grew up all over the city. I grew up in, Sandtown, Ben Hill, Wildwood, Adamsville, Thomasville, you name it. That's why I know everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And I was always at the games on the sideline playing throw-up tackles. So, and Mom was just no nonsense with those C's. I had to make A's and B's. She really wanted straight A's. So, upon that, I ended up being top 25. Got offered my sophomore year. First offer was Georgia Tech, and then it just went from there.
Right.
Just like this lanyard I got on. We used to collect the lanyards and the letters and put them in the box and, brag about that type of stuff. But now I'm doing it, The Lord, my dream was to play professionally. I encountered some things, and that was his way of humbling me and putting me in a position to help young men as far as it pertains to mental health, academics, as well as athletics.
Well, let's talk about this real quick. Why was it Georgia? What made you decide to go to Georgia?
Well, I always wanted to be a Georgia Bulldog, growing up watching Herschel and all those guys. And then they came at the last minute because, I was going to Notre Dame or South Carolina. I was really going to either Notre Dame or Auburn. And Auburn went on probation. And Notre Dame was just too far. It was raining and snowing at the same time during the spring game. So I looked at my mama. I was like,
We're not going there.
Nah, Gotham City, no sir. So Georgia came to the last minute. One of the best coaches in the game, Coach Wayne McDuffie, taught me everything I know about offensive line, how to facilitate, how to get kids to respond, how to train guys, just how to manipulate the body and the mind to get you to do what it wants, or what you want it to do as far as scheming, as far as just life. So that's what I'm here for.
So, Rusty, when you first get on campus, man, going to the University of Georgia, and you realizing that your dream is you're doing what you want to, what was your mindset to make sure that you kept going and make sure that you get what you need to get out of school, not only on the field, but off the field as well?
Well, my first couple of years, that was just my motto, to stay lame. I had to be on time to class, because that's how you got recruited academically.
Right.
So I went in there as a journalism major. I wanted to be this guy right here on Sports Talk, on ESPN. I wanted to be the Stuart Scott because I did it at Sandtown. One day, Mr. Morris, he left me in there with some French fries, and so I got to go over and take some money. He left me in there, and I was just a natural at it, and I loved it. And I was on the yearbook staff at Westlake, all those types of things. But then when I got to Georgia, and after that first semester, that summer semester, I think I took sociology. I had an A, and I made an F in history, and I'm a history and social studies teacher. So, they kind of brought me below a 3.0. I couldn't get into the journalism, the Peabody Award winning school, number 2 in the nation, number 1 behind Missouri. So I had to switch it up. And my advisor back then was like, what do you want to take? You want to be a teacher, or you want to be I said, I want to learn about money. So I entered the school, Dawson School of Consumer Economics. They gave you early childhood development background. They gave you a real estate background, all kind of things. I felt that was me. And then upon that, just maintaining, just stay eligible because, I have behind and when it came to academics at Georgia because it was a party school. Yeah. But at the same time, I did everything I was supposed to do while I was there. I don't regret anything that I did. I didn't do anything too bad. You know, I was a good person. Not many people can say bad things about me, but I told my mom I was getting recruited. I wanted to play at Doug because I wanted to play 8th grade ball. You know, growing up right there at the Rucker Mall Connector right there in Deerwood behind Greenbrier, you know, Camp Creek and the Fulton County schools, they don't have middle school sports. They got intramurals, they got flag and 5-6 game back. What is that?
Right.
I'm used to playing games. We used to play Sandtown, Red Oak back in the day. You know.
Shout out to Red Oak. We the best to ever do it.
With the little hut, you know. But I told her I would get a scholarship if she let me stay with my friends. I got recruited by Southwest DeKalb, Westminster. I was signed up to go to Westminster. You know, took the secondary test and everything, you know, on the way with a couple of my buddies. But I said, I can't get up at 5:30 in the morning and go way up there to get up what I can get over here.
Right.
And I did. And I was the first to have the head coaches walk in the building, the first to really just open up that pipeline of D1 coaches coming to Westlake.
Right. Let me ask you this, because you're at Westlake where, you know, it's all us.
Right.
And you're in the classroom, about 25, 35 kids.
Right.
You go to UGA as a freshman, you sit in classes with 400 or 500 people.
Deep.
How was that transition?
That was big for me. You know, that I could really cut class then. I could get the last 4 digits of my Social Security. You know, first day, midterm, and final were the only days I had to show up. You know, but that's not to, you know, urge that type of behavior, but it was something to be in those classes with the sororities, the fraternities, and then they were taking a role on the swimmers, the gymnastics, the basketball, so you had to be in class.
Right.
Because you had somebody standing outside taking a role, or that was 5 a.m. workouts. You know, so there's some sense of accountability. I think we've slacked up a little bit as far as parents being accountable, you know, and consistent and committed. You know, we tend to be the enablers. You know, get the areola out your mouth. You know, that's the little circle around the nipple. Get that out your mouth and let the child grow up and get that dog in it. You know, but it is what it is.
Oh, Risty.
Low down daddy ENT.
Yeah, that would be him.
Get it out the mud. We got a lot riding on this, Smokey. Don't be part of the problem, Trump.
Stay lame.
Stay L7.
You know, he got a shirt that he walk around, and that would say "Stay lame."
Stay lame.
And it makes sense. Go to class on. They say that line.
Go to class on time. Make all your meetings. Get there 15, 30 minutes before.
Yeah.
Don't get there a minute or on time. It's just punctuality is everything. And I struggled with that when I graduated from university. I've been fired from jobs, transitioned, but, you know, God, he always has his hand on me, works it out. That's something I'm still working on. Folks say, you're going to be late to your funeral. I said, well, at least I'll be there. You know, so.
I believe that, too, because I've known you too long. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, so real quick, man, talk about your time at Georgia, man. You played in the SEC. Talk about, was it that dog back then when you was playing? Because you played that line, man. You had to get in them trenches, buddy.
Yeah, we was #1 offense in the country. 93 and 94.
Yeah.
We had Hassan Graham, Jeff Thomas, you know, Terrell Davis. He just invited me out to his Hall of Fame deal. You know, I've been to the draft, and I'm going out there. You had Eric Zai, Mike Bobo, had Jerry German. I mean, the list goes on, and we had that Bronco offensive line, so we would just push people around.
Yeah.
We run zone and quick game you and get 544 yards a game, you know, score 40, 50 points, but we just couldn't stop nobody on defense.
No, I was running.
That was the problem. We couldn't stop nobody.
And y'all couldn't
Tennessee ran the ball down our throat.
And you couldn't beat Florida.
Florida ran the ball down our throat. And Spurrier, I got tired of Rocket Top and they gave us something. To this day. Stop it, I say.
Stop it, I say.
Eric Rhett in the rain that day.
Eric Rhett. I'm standing in 2 feet of water as a true freshman. Going Billman coming out the tunnel. The Gator Bowl before it was Altair.
Right.
The world's largest outdoor cocktail. It was for real. Yeah. Ric Flair and them getting out the limo with the fur, with the chinchilla. You know, tan body. You know, women everywhere. Jet flying.
Yeah.
Limousine
ride.
I'm having a hard time holding these Gators down. 2 claps on a Ric Flair. I enjoyed it.
We'll be right back, man. We're about to take a break.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Now we come to the special feature of our program.
Sensation Station Network.
Hey, man, it's Crush. I'm still tripping up. Crush second hour is brought to you by the Cobb Football League. Registration is now open. The Cobb Football League provides a high school feeder youth football and chip program for kids in K through 5th grade in Cobb County, Paulding County, Marietta City, and Roswell City schools. Go to cobbfootball.com for more information. Hey, man, we still here with Resty, man. All right, so Resty, you were there. What was up with golf and TD, man? What was going on with that back then, man?
TD, he didn't have any body fat, so he encountered a lot of injuries back then. I ain't gonna say too much about that, but we were heavy on that creatine, building up, and we were the biggest team in the SEC, but we weren't the most flexible and durable. So, you got to drink a lot of water with that creatine stuff because it builds muscle mass fast. So that was part of his problem. And then a mental toughness thing, just, expecting him to step it up because he averaged more yards per carry as a junior with Garrison Hurst, second string, than he did his latter years. So
then he coming from a long way too.
Right.
Yeah, he's
so
always
we seen it in practice.
Yeah.
We seen it in practice. It didn't surprise us not one bit.
So you saw this coming when he went to the league?
I saw this coming. Yeah. I saw this. It was a bit of humility for him. Me and him, we used to, shoot the best out of 10 on the little Dr. J. Gold in the room, $10. He had the first room on the steps of the mat, right there to the left, first door, big room, senior, whatever. So we did a lot of it. I enjoyed everybody there. I really did. We were brothers. We took care of each other, whether it be food, whatever, partying, class, homework, studying. If you needed a ride, somebody give you the keys. I enjoyed it. That was a true brotherhood. It showed me. It exemplified, the epitome of brotherhood.
Now, you've done some coaching. You've been out here in this game.
Right.
What has been the differences you've seen in recruiting from your time as an athlete to what's going on out here today?
It's a lot easier. Everything is social media. Our social media was going from neighborhood to neighborhood or going to tournaments. Chuck Miller, you had to go to UGA camp, so you can just be on the way. Now they got, top 10 first grader, top 10 10th grader. He did this, with Born to Compete, Alex Benson. Shout out to him. You ain't hired me for a job yet, Alex.
He tuned in.
You on the hook, bro. I ain't seen no monies. I got the top guys in the country. I got over half of the ESPN 150. But the difference is just the accessibility. It's a lot easier. You have more people skill set training. That's what I do. Seen as one of the best in the business, at it, humility before honor. I just take it, as it comes. But I like to do the big guys. Nobody's doing the big guys. That's why I'm doing a camp June 25th, New Manchester High School. We're going to run it like OTAs, me and Travis Stroud. He does the MMA and, all the hand comeback and the Hapkido. And I'm good with the coordination of the linemen, feet in the hands, and we're just going to do the O-line, D-line. It's going to be like a 7-on-7. $30 per person, $240 per group. So 3 times 8, that's $240. You can bring 20 linemen. As long as you pay $240, you can get the group in. They'll get T-shirts. They'll get, either a lanyard or a wristband. I'm going to feed them real good. I'm going to give them a to-go plate, whatever it is, you're gonna take the knowledge with you. I'll develop some relationships with some of those guys and invite them out to train until after the dead period, when they eventually get with their team and do activities. So it's award winning. It's there.
7-on-7 is cute, but the linemen make it great.
That's it. You can't win without the bigs.
You can't make it good.
And I'm gonna tell you, like I said, between working with Hicks and working with Resty, I gained a greater appreciation about O-line play because, like I say, I can sit here. I can draw up the prettiest stuff in the world and get you all the first downs you want. But if we can't block it, if I can't give it to him, and he would be, no, we can't do that.
It's the hardest learning curve in the game. If you can coach offensive line, you can manipulate some big guys into moving them and getting them to respond to your facilitation. You're a bad boy. That's a true sign of coaching, how you get the players to respond. All that hollering, cussing, and carrying on. I've done it, been there, done that. I got the trophy and the T-shirt for it. But now, facilitation is the best way.
Resty, we about to take a break, man, because it's time, Maceo.
Yeah, man. It's
time to get us a little wisdom.
No doubt.
Wendy's wisdom. Stay with us. It's Crush.
Sensation Station, Wealth Nation collaboration, celebrating 7 years going hard in always radio, not done yet. The Go Hard, Go Home Summer Series returns. It kicks off at Red Martini Lounge, July 6th, with multi-platinum selling artist Silk the Shocker. Silk the Shocker performing all games with the celebrity red carpet brought to you by The Hype Magazine. It's no limit forever. The Hype Magazine, Wealth Nation, and Sensation Station Network celebrating 7 years goes hard July 6th at Red Martini Lounge. Tickets only $10. Get more info at ssnatl.com.
I know you got a man and all.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
This is Lasia Clarendon, point guard for the Atlanta Dream, and you're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
We have ignition.
Hey, man. Oh, wait a minute. We got to let that come in a little bit. We got to let it come in a little bit.
Yeah, man, shout out to Quavo. He been doing boot camp 8 in the morning. Yeah. Oh, man. No, he been coming at 8.
The song is in. It's time us to get a little wisdom. Wendy's wisdom. Wendy, you ready to do this?
Of course I am.
Let's get it.
So today I want to talk about some things that I read about that players have said, and I talked to some players about some things they thought about in hindsight after the fact.
Oh, okay.
Like, so talking, they there now, and thinking about the things that they would have done differently and or changed, had they known. So the big thing is make sure you keep highlights updated. And they said ASAP because they said they hitting those things constantly all the time because that's their access to most players.
Right.
So keeping them updated, making sure you're tweeting them out. So I'm going to talk about Twitter in a minute too, but make sure you're tweeting them out and making sure that people have access to your information. Because everybody can't get to every game, but they do need to see those great plays that you're making, basketball, wherever you're playing, they need to see those plays. So make sure you're keeping your highlight updated and doing it ASAP. Thinking about recruiting as a part of competition. It's competition.
Yeah, it is. Without a doubt.
Recruiting is competition. Right. And if you take that approach to it, then you can be successful in it. Somebody said you get out of it what you put into it.
Very true.
So if you're going to be lazy about recruiting, that's how it's going to go for you. Another person said that work hard, be persistent, be patient, but don't be afraid to fail in that process. Just because you reach out to someone and they don't reach back out to you, it's okay. That means that school just may not be for you.
It only take one school to love you.
It only takes one.
Only take one.
Because once one falls in love, the other ones will come.
They will fall in place. I mean,
and it might have been one that you reached out to that didn't say anything. Now they back around.
Hey, you can only sign one.
One in LA.
Oh, that's it.
Another one said, may start early. Somebody said that they waited too late to get in on that process of recruitment. They said more time means that you have more time to process. I mean, you have more time to process your options that you have out there.
Right.
So more time equals more time to process them options. They said student is just important as athlete, which is something we stress on the show, something our last guest just said, Luther, right? Just said, he was like, you got to be a student first. The first thing his mom said they asked about were grades.
Where's grades?
Right, so they said, balance your dedication in the classroom and athletics. It's got to be a balance. You one can't outweigh the other at this point because it's so important now, and that's the first thing that they're asking for. And then your degree is going to be more important than you actually think it's going to be in the end.
Gotta get that paperwork.
Because so many people can't make it to lead. The numbers just aren't there for them to make it. So
1%.
that degree is going to prove to be way more important than you think it is. So make sure you get one in something that you can actually use that you actually enjoy doing.
Right.
Because you may end up having to fall back on that. And then lastly, somebody said, be careful on that social media. I was surprised that somebody said that one to me. Be careful on social media. They said, if you're going to use it as a market tool. And they also said it's very popular for coaches to communicate with student athletes right now.
That's how they can get to the kids right now.
That's the fastest, the easiest way to get to someone. And it's also the fastest way for you to reach out to them. It's okay to DM 500 coaches if that's what you want to and send them your video.
You better.
Because you know it's coming to their phone.
Right.
Now, if they open it or not, or some may not. But if you send the 500, you got to think at least maybe 100 gonna open it and look at it.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
Because like I say,
that's a fifth.
When B-Mac was in here, B-Mac had 25,000 emails that he hadn't checked yet.
Yeah, but so you're going to check the emails from people you know.
Right.
I do that too. I don't open all my emails either. But stuff that comes to my DM, I'm a little more likely to just look at it and glance at it and say, oh, let me go ahead and let me look at that.
And that's why your best highlights need to be in the front because, hey.
It should be the first thing you see.
Because you might not be you better be a 3 clipper.
Because what we say, man, if that first one don't get her.
Yeah, if the first couple of highlights don't hold my interest, I'm moving on.
I'm moving on. So that just goes to show you, here's some things that athletes who are already there, who are in college now and looking back and say, hey, these are things that really matter in the grand scheme of things during that recruiting process.
And there it is.
Hey, man, wisdom, baby.
That's our wisdom for this week.
Wisdom.
We'll be right back.
Adopt U.S. Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you, A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face. And posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
It's a Sensation Station Wealth Nation collaboration celebrating 7 years going hard in Always Radio Now. The Go Hard, Go Home Summer Series returns and kicks off at Red Martini Lounge July 6th with multi-platinum selling artist Silk the Shocker. Silk the Shocker performing all hits with the celebrity red carpet brought to you by The Hype Magazine. It's no limit forever. The Hype Magazine, Wealth Nation, and Sensation Station Network celebrating 7 years goes hard July 6th at Red Martini Lounge. Tickets only $10. Get more info at ssnatl.com.
I know you got a man and all.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
On ssnatl.com.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, man, we're back. You know what I'm saying, man? We just got some wisdom. We got a guy that's been all over Atlanta.
All over.
All over, make sure.
Tackle, basketball, baseball, stickball,
one hop,
4 square.
Oh, y'all stupid.
Speed, spade, flip.
Stop reneging.
Hey, man, we got another topic about to jump into. Make sure, what's the next one,
Hey,
brother?
man, so the Oregon Ducks, they are on pace to have the greatest recruiting class in 2018 that they've ever had on campus. I want y'all to let y'all sink that in for a minute. They've had some nice classes out there at Oregon. Head coach Willie Taggart, he is pulling kids from the East Coast, and he is really making an impact in Florida. Rusty, what are your, when you hear that this guy got people jumping on the flight 7 hours to come to Oregon, what do you think about it?
Right, it's a great move. Get her done, coach. I mean, that's the only way you're going to compete with the SEC and ACC and the Power 5 schools. You got to go get that speed, but not only that speed. What Oregon has a problem with is those trenches.
Right.
Them big boys. They always get them Samoans and the big stiff, white kids, whatever. You got to make sure that they're flexible. They got endurance. They'll do whatever, but you got to mix it up a little bit. You got to get the right mix of linemen out there because just the athleticism and the strength and the cock diesel of these Southern boys is just overwhelming when they get the bowl championship series.
What do you think about it, Wendy?
I'm going to Oregon for gear.
For the gear.
That's it.
I know.
Groupies.
Let me tell you something.
All the groupies out there.
Nike groupie. I'm just going to let you know now.
All the groupies.
Right out there. Fly every day.
No,
you know what? I think that's a good look for Oregon. I think that he's trying to put them on the map in some other ways.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think, the fact that they are sponsored by Nike it actually is an attraction.
Yeah.
I mean, if whether people want to admit it or not, it is.
Right. What do you think about it, Glaze?
I agree with Rest and everybody. It's Oregon. They had a couple of years. They went from when Chip left, they left.
Well, he had them in that championship game.
Yeah.
Should have stayed there.
Yeah. Well, Chip, boy, he just
hindsight 2020.
Stay lane. Should stay right there.
Stay lane. But you would think, how does Oregon compete with other schools in the South? Like you say, they get to drive by a particular place.
Right.
In Oregon, Eugene.
Right.
Other places don't have.
Nike University right across the street from the school.
Yeah, they get to ride by that.
That would be convincing enough for me every time.
and really and truly, this is why they hired Taggart.
Yeah.
This is the main reason they hired him. They needed a guy who had a pipeline into Florida. And, Marlon said, he's getting everyone that FSU, UF, and the U don't want. Which is still not a bad group of kids because, again, these are Florida kids. And we need that strength. We need that speed to come out there. And with the pipeline he's creating, look at him.
See, what people don't understand is what he can also do is, let's say he don't get the guy that they don't want these kids. But you put that with some of these California kids that they're getting.
Right.
And you put them all together, you got a track team again, which Oregon has to have. But they also need, like Coach said, some flexible linemen too.
And that's what they've been. They've been getting a lot of kids, linebackers and defensive linemen, offensive linemen from the South. That is what he wants.
Yeah.
And again, like I say, if somebody send you a plane ticket, tell you to come visit Oregon, you're gonna take that trip.
I'm on the way. I couldn't take the Hawaii trip because my buddy Corey Johnson, Monroe,
yeah,
safety at Georgia. He went out there, and he went out there during the what was it? The NFL.
The Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl.
When the Pro Bowl was there.
Jerseys signed all in the locker room. So they made a stipulation that if you're going to sign with them, that's the only way you can come on the trip. So they wouldn't let me and Coach Allen go because he was like, man, let's go on that. Why? I said, let's go. I couldn't go because Corey, he ruined it.
Hey, man.
I ain't Hawaii. We'll be right back.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
Hey guys, it's your girl Brenna B. I want to tell you about something pretty amazing. My friends over at Buckhead Laser Lipo have an option for you. You want to lose those inches? You want to get in shape? Spring is here. Summer is upon us. We have a way for you to lose those inches quickly. Immediately see results. $99 is your first treatment. No surgery, no pain, no downtime, just inch loss. Who doesn't want to be in shape for the summer? Buckhead Laser Lipo, 678-871-0097.
BuckheadLaserLipo.com.
My savings are gone.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on that vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
This is Coach Greg Thompson. Tune in to The Crush on the SSNATL.com. Hey, we're back. About to jump into this next topic. How much does the NCAA really get into your life? And we're going to talk about it right now. Go ahead, Maxie.
So, man, we all know the NCAA. They like the Sopranos, man. University of Central Florida kicker Donald De La Haye. He took on the NCAA this week, man, over his YouTube channel that is making money off videos that he posts. The proceeds that he get from these ads, he's sending the money back to his parents across the water.
Costa Rica.
There you go. The NCAA basically told this kid that, look, you can't do this. You're an amateur. You're making money. And, of course, the NCAA, the bylaw 12.44 states that an athlete may establish his or her own business provided the student-athlete's name, photo, appearance, or athletic reputation aren't used to promote the business. Now, come on. People know you because you play at said university. The kid not making hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. He's making good coin, enough coin to send back to his parents. Like I say, he's not benefiting off any of this. But again, the NCAA, being the NCAA, got to find a way to try to manipulate this business. What do you think about it, Wendy?
Man, let me tell you something. This is just so unfair.
Right.
You know, and he makes the comment that they make plenty of money off of him.
No doubt.
Plenty of money. But this is some, and if you read his story, he's been doing this since he was a kid. It started with his dad filming.
Right.
So this is something that he did in middle school with another friend. They had a channel then, and he just actually put out what he did was he combined everything and put it on one channel.
Right.
And so now he has this large number of videos on this one channel. This ain't something he decided to do because he got to UCF. This is something this kid has been doing.
Right.
So you're punishing him for something that he actually wants to do later on in life anyway?
This is major.
This is a marketing major.
This is major. Right. And the whole purpose you're in college is to get a job. Last time I checked.
So one of these videos actually may land him his job.
Right.
So really you taking this man's livelihood away from him.
Right.
Or maybe his future livelihood away from him.
Former D1 athlete. What's the Beadles? What you think about this?
Man, stay lane. That's it. Just tell them stay lane. Got to make better decisions, Trump. You got to build healthy relationships. You know, we trying to bring the NCAA to their knees and get everybody paid and whatnot. But you know, your 15 seconds of fame, you just got to get in line. It is what it is.
Glaze, talk about it.
It's the mafia, man. I mean, unfortunately, it's just like when the kids get a jersey signed with his name on it, his name on the back of it. The NCAA, they gonna take your money.
Right.
The minute they found out he making money, boy, I was like,
right.
And I get it. I mean,
you see what they did to Gurley. You see what they
Yeah.
did to AJ Green, bona fide, certified, millionaire. Y'all need to step back. Stop trying to govern it. I mean, it's like marijuana. It's like anything else. It's just going to outgrow its circumstances and its situations. It's too big. It's Vegas. Everybody know that when it's Vegas, when it's playoff time. How they manipulate it.
And you know they're trying to keep all the money.
Right.
And, you know, they make $9 billion a year.
Tax-free.
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 And then this is the other part. This is an NCAA rule. But say, for instance, I'm on campus for a scholarship. I can still go make money.
You can.
We already talk about academics can always make money.
So really, you know, you're punishing me for doing the same thing that another kid on scholarship, just not NCAA scholarship, but a scholarship is allowed to do, which in turn could help them in the long run as they go out to pursue their career.
Because, see, when I left and a couple of us left, it was a big culture shock. Not only just coming to a university such as University of Georgia, 30-some thousand people of all kind of descents. When you leave, you don't have any job experience. You don't have any credit.
Because you didn't have time to do any of those things.
Exactly. So some summers you may leave and go work for Delta.
You setting these people up.
Yeah, you setting them up for failure. So it needs to be some type of internship, some type of fifth quarter, like I dare you have, that helps people. It's all about the transition. When they writing papers, the only way you're going to make A's in writing papers is in transition, making everything connect, making it make sense. Whether it's your thesis, your introduction paragraph, your body or conclusion. It's all about transition. So we got to stop setting these kids up for failure and stop, doing statistics on third graders. Who can read? How many prisons we need to build? This, that, and another. We need to build a Black Wall Street and put it on South Fulton and build the biggest facility. Start with mental health. We don't put our kids in mental health. We always put them on the football team or send them to the trap to get some reefer or go out there and play throw up tackle. Put these jump cables on them or something.
Hey,
Stop
man,
that.
We got to take a quick break. We'll get it on that.
We're going to stay with this. We'll be right back.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Uncle Dan?
Mom? Dad?
If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside. Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm fleece on a
I
cold
want to be
day.
a football
I want to be
stadium.
a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
If you're looking for that ratchet, you're in the wrong place. It's the nation's urban internet station, Sensation Station Network.
What's up? It's Garrison Hurst, University of Georgia. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Go Dogs.
I think she's playing it because we got Dirty Red in here.
Dungeon.
You know how it is, man. 2 to 3. The Crush, man. We talk about a subject, man, that is, I've argued with anybody in the street about it, and it's NCAA trying to restrict money being made by athletes because of their pimping rules. But let's keep it going, Max.
Yeah, so, I mean, one of the things, we always had these conversations back and forth, and everybody always wants to get into, well, man, do you pay them? Do you not pay them? And this is the thing, everybody. If you're tired of hearing about the $100 handshakes, if you're tired of hearing about the bag, if you're tired of hearing about all of these different type things, listen. We're not saying we're not trying to make these kids millionaires. They need something. Like say, I don't know if y'all saw the Ben Simmons thing, but Ben Simmons trying to budget his $200 at Walmart. He spent $164. His sister was like, "Look here, you only got what's left at the end of the week." And I mean, okay, yeah, you're gonna say he had all the tennis shoes in the closet. That's neither here nor there. If you want to stop hearing about these kids getting in trouble, like you see Todd Gurley. It's the reason Todd Gurley was signing those autographs. It's the reason A.J. Green took his jersey and sold it. Yeah. I mean, and again, all of these kids are not promised the opportunity to make riches like a Gurley and A.J. Green. But it is a way that we can find a way. Look here, let's decide on this amount, because clearly the money is there.
Right.
The money is there, without a doubt. You can't tell me, like we say, University of Alabama cleared $118 million in the football program. It's a way that you can give 75 kids a nice little stipend.
If Nick Saban doesn't pay for his house, he made, what, $11, $12 million a year?
Right. The boosters paid for his house.
His cars are paid for by people.
Mercedes.
Yeah. he don't drive Fords. He drive foreign.
Right. Right. He has his own Mercedes travel van.
Yeah.
Right.
So if all that is happening, and I agree with y'all, we talking about 100,000 football players in college.
That's all.
Only, how many get drafted every year?
253.
253. So we're saying, and a lot of these kids, this kicker might not make it to the next league.
No.
Everybody like, well, he can get a job with it, but I got to get a job paying my bills when I get out.
My folks down in Costa Rica struggling.
So I'm figuring out the money here, because you know me.
Right, you and Glaze math majors.
Goes over here. They said it's about $1 for every 1,000 views. So if he gets 60,000 views on that one video, he only gets $60. That's what we talking about.
Right.
Okay, so that's what I wanted y'all to realize, because I got to start breaking the money down. So right now we talking about $60.
NCAA,
right?
$60.
And what's funny is like, so you know, we've exceeded like our YouTube views, so we get the ads. Yeah. Listen, y'all, it's nothing to write home about that money.
Trust me, I keep looking like that's it.
Yeah.
They just said it's usually about $1 for every 1,000.
Yeah, it's not a lot of money.
About now.
Right.
No. But and so even if he had a video that had 100,000, he only got $100 for it, y'all.
You don't start making
$100.
You don't start making money to the millions and the 10 million.
With the cost of living the way that it is, and I was just down in by UCF, a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Because I was in Orlando for Jaden swimming. We went to eat, just the two of us, and it was like $20.
Right.
So again,
yeah, Big Brother
it's the grand scheme of things. We talking about maybe $60 to $100.
When they found out he was making money, that's when they jump in and be Big Brother.
And what's funny is when they really go and look at how much money, and that's why at the end of the NCAA was like, you know what, we're gonna let him keep his channel.
Yeah.
Because what they did, they went in and looked at the money and was like, this all he making.
Yeah.
That's why I said,
he good. He good. Matter of fact, let's go on and sell his jersey, since now everybody know who he is. Let's put his jersey in the bookstore.
And that's when the pimp really come out, because now they got to make money off his story now.
Because if everybody remember when Johnny Manziel was suspended,
they start selling.
They start selling his jersey. His jersey became the top selling jersey on the NCAA website.
Exactly. And they say, well, he had his name on it. Everybody know Texas was two from Texas A&M was Johnny Manziel.
So have we gotten a ruling on this from the NCAA?
The NCAA, they said, you know what, his channel is fine. He's okay.
It's been up since he was in middle school.
Right.
It ain't like he put it up because he got there.
But like you just said, they had to research the money.
When they found out it was $60, they were like,
oh, that's all he getting?
That's a big man.
Oh, yeah.
Then they decided, it ain't even worth it. Exactly.
Right.
And we come back, man. We're going to talk about double standards.
Wow.
Oh.
We'll be right back.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes.
You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's a Sensation Station Wealth Nation collaboration celebrating 7 years going hard in Always Radio Now. The Go Hard, Go Home Summer Series returns and kicks off at Red Martini Lounge July 6th with multi-platinum selling artist Silk the Shocker. Silk the Shocker performing all those hits with the celebrity red carpet brought to you by The Hype Magazine. It's no limit forever. The Hype Magazine, Wealth Nation, and Sensation Station Network celebrating 7 years goes hard July 6th at Red Martini Lounge. Tickets only $10. Get more info at ssnatl.com.
I know you got a man and all. Move on. And move my way.
This is Tracy Hutchins with CBS 46 News. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
We're back, man. Yeah, look at you. Look at the producer.
Hey, man, she in tune to the show.
Hey, man, real quick, it's funny, man. I remember we had a story where we were talking to my homeboy, Gas and Hers, and we was playing NCAA football. He was number 5. Like, homeboy, how much money you made out there? He just looked at me like, you gonna keep going there? I said, but you about to get drafted, though, so it's all good. So let's talk about that double standard, though, Maceo.
So, Oklahoma Sooner safety Will, what's his last name? Will Sunderland.
Yep.
He's suspended. He got arrested. Charged with concealing stolen property. Warrant for his arrest, all of this good stuff. Now, mind you, a more high-profile teammate of his, which is the quarterback, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield was arrested for public intoxication and all of these good things. Brother Will, he's suspended indefinitely. Baker Mayfield, no suspension, has a diversion program that he's going to go into, and he will be on the field opening night for the Oklahoma Sooners. Very funny how this works. Both arrested. Okay, you're going to debate one charge over another charge. College student gets arrested. The quarterback will play. Safety, yeah, suspended. What do you think about that arresting when you hear that?
Hey, man, my pet peeve is, double standards, but, my thing is deal with it in-house, suspend them a game, whatever you need to do, and just keep it moving. That's a distraction. To me, I think that's a distraction to the team. You want to warn all those spirits away. You want to promote positivity. This is the rebuilding era, season, summertime. Everybody's summer school. They're pretty much free. They got to go work out, go to class. Keep your distractions down. Sell it in-house. Suspend them a quarter, half, a game, and keep it moving.
Glaze.
And it's funny that, because the one thing everybody liked to run to was the severity of each charge. Well, one was just intoxication and one was
he going to a diversion program, right?
Yeah, and the diversion program, that's the accountability aspect with the school and the NCAA.
Yeah, right.
So they can get their statistics together.
Yeah.
They data,
Right, but it's definitely a double standard.
Definitely a double standard.
I mean, we're not saying that the kid that did wrong shouldn't have got his suspension. We're saying that the quarterback didn't get anything. He got a slap on the wrist and, oh, yeah, by the way, take this little class so we can make it look good.
And them 30 hours of community service.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick up some trash for us real quick.
Yeah. Talk about it, Wendy.
Yeah, this one, what I think maybe the underlying issue is that he actually sold some items from some baseball players, and maybe they feel like now in the community of the team they cannot trust you anymore, so we can't leave our flops out, we can't leave our beats out, whatever, we can't leave our stuff out around you because it might disappear. So maybe that's what that's what I'm gonna go with the underlying issue is, because this one kid, who do we say, Baker or whatever?
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, like he like resisted arrest?
Oh, yeah.
Turned around and ran?
Yeah. This is what I'm telling you.
Yeah. Didn't get shot. I'm sorry. That's a whole nother.
That's
a whole nother show. We're sorry. My bad. I kind of thought about that.
So I'm really trying to put it on the fact that they feel like the team doesn't feel like they can't trust him anymore because he took from another athlete in the program. Not necessarily football, right? But baseball. And so look, I'm trying to make up something, okay?
And I understand.
It's a great way to learn a lesson about stealing, about minding your own business, all of the above.
Yeah. So I think that like maybe what the kids did with the alcohol related was affecting them personally.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It affected you, who you were, your character, what you should have been doing. But then when you steal from I'm telling you, there's gonna be some problem. Think about it. Somebody has stolen some of your stuff out of the locker room and you found out and they sold and made some money off of it. It's about to be some problems every time we go in the locker room. You know it. Yeah. You can't come over to my room.
Yeah.
We not cool.
But if I'm that athlete, I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, hold on. He ain't getting suspended?
Now that part I agree on.
The teammates gonna be like, wait a minute, Baker's still here? No suspension?
But he's our quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Your health is at stake. Diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, inflammation, and joint pain, even weight loss. It's time to end your battle. The Abundant Life Movement is dedicated to the building of generational health by transforming your water with the power of alkaline to improve hydration and fight against acidic and unhealthy conditions in the body. Here's a testimonial from Linda Rogers-Brown and Pamela McMillan.
2011, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had no pain and no symptoms associated with that illness. It's a silent killer. I was introduced to Extreme X2O alkaline water, and within 2 days of drinking it, I was off all my pain medicine, and now we're 6 years strong, no chemo, no radiation, no cancer.
I am a 3-time cancer survivor. I was born with thyroid cancer. By being on the alkaline products allowed me to be able to cope currently with colon cancer. Now I'm able to function and be more mobile within 3 days of being on the product.
Extreme X2O, when the water you're drinking is damaging your health. Extreme X2O. For more info, AbundantLifeMovement.com or call 910-527-2260.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I'm Fred Khalil of CBS 46 Sports. You're listening to The Crush on the Sensation Station Network.
Hey, man. Hey, man, let me ask you, though, Rusty. Talk about what you got going on now. You talk about your linemen and things of that nature. That's all cool, but we know you're a community guy, man. What else you got rolling right now?
I'm currently the football director at Sandy Creek Junior Patriots, the feeder program for them, doing all kinds of fundraisers for them. Got Domino's. I got one of my former teammates, lead tackle for Georgia, who's the director for Waffle House. Going to do a remote location with Ferrari Simmons and the Crush at the Waffle House on Virginia Avenue.
Some scattered and covered.
And chunked and all that dice. And, some of those proceeds come back to us as well as you have to split it with them. But we're just cranking up the fundraising right now so we can get, jerseys, we can attract players, we can get the building fund. I got Calvin Johnson on the hook to help me get some lights because we're doing a Battle of the Gridiron out July 29th. I'm inviting everybody out. I can't remember how much it is, but go to the website, and we're going to do the biggest gridiron battle in the Southeast. I got guys coming from Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, everywhere. North Carolina, South Carolina, they're going to be there. I'm also a donor, a coach with Team Elite Protégés. That's an AU team, my son. And all these are my sons in programs.
No doubt.
But I help the whole program out. Skill set them down, send them to free camp, provide tutoring for these kids, math, whatever. I check up on their grades. I do the whole athlete, whatever, because there are a lot of single moms out there. My wife, they have MOSA. Moms are student athletes. They're looking for some funding. We got the Future Elite Stars. That's Sandy Creek Baseball. That's under the umbrella. So it's just a 501c3. We out here just trying to raise money. And we're not only going to do it for our part. We're going to do it for others. I want to help Suntown. I want to help Welcome. I want to help everybody out. The better these facilities around here. There's no reason Welcome Out is one of the top. And they got a field that look like that.
Right.
You want to talk about the pool?
All that. I want to do a big facility. I want to redo Fickett and Bunch and call it Ben Hill Fickett Elementary, 4 gyms, 4 basketball, courts, football fields, all of that. Just create this Black Wall Street from the dome to the deck. We redo everything. We put everybody out. Like they strategically did us when they shut down the projects. They gave everybody a voucher and brought them to the south side, brought them to Clayton County.
Moved them down to Clayco.
Right. So we got
Highway 85 became a movie.
Yeah, so we got to attack this socioeconomically, and we got to redo Camp Creek, do the march down there, do the facility. I want to do the biggest. I want to do an $800 million to $1 billion facility. I want to create a Black Wall Street. I want to put a Jeju down there. I want to put a Top Golf down there.
I can walk around with the folk that
Sky Zone.
I teach kids though.
Right, and we put that right there on South Fulton Parkway. Put the toll booth up. We ain't got to worry about North County funding us anymore for a year. Put one at the end of Food and Industrial, the other end at the airport. Everybody want to come straight out the airport, straight shot 10 to 15 minutes. They don't want to drive 45 minutes to an hour to some shops or to a hotel or to a facility. We can attract all the pro guys, the college guys, the high school guys. We're just trying to get it all under one umbrella. Stop being jealous of who we training and who you training. Bring them all under one facility. We can get the budget right to pay everybody. We want to pay everybody a bill. We want to pay everybody $100,000. We want everybody's, mental health and their health care to be 99.95% taken care of. But we got to create this Black Wall Street. We got to train the mind. We looking at the propaganda with Bill Cosby, rate these men in bras, so the Kardashians are doing this. Well, we're trying to promote positivity. I need 2,500 of the roughest thugs and shady part boys. I need 2,500 of the most brilliant kids to level 3, level 4 to bring those kids up to level 3, level 4. Get that data. You see what I'm saying? Write that down. How you like them apples? Don't be a part of the problem, Trump. We got a lot riding on this, Smokey. Black Wall Street. Stay lane. Make good decisions. Keep God first.
Stay lane. Stay lane. I love that because what's funny about it, and all we're trying to do is get people to do the right thing.
Right.
If you guys want to make it out the situation, listen, it steps, and this is why we do this show every Wednesday, to guide you guys. Like I say, you can't wait till your junior year to decide that, I might go. Your mind has to be like that 7th, 8th, going into your 9th grade year. You got to already have that plan in place.
Right. Sportsmanship, I saw that the other day when I was going to Westminster. It was the biggest day. Had the expectations. Parents, coaches, coach, let the referees, players play the game. That's true sportsmanship. Stop whining with a severe case of bitch arsonist, and get enrichment for your child. Get more skill set development. You see what I'm saying? Outwork that. You see what I'm saying? Your child work out once a day. They need to work out twice a day. They need to get all of their things, all their ducks in a row. They need to take the test early. You get yourself recruited. It's just you have integral parts that kind of make a call for you. But as far as going to class every day, being on time, being prepared, not being a classroom disturbance, not excessively talking, not touching, not Ubering. Not Ubering, but what is it? Facebook. What is it? Bullying, cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying.
Yeah, girls. The girls worse than the boys now. You get he messed with my man, or he posted a picture. Who cares? Is it getting you any money or extra credit grade? No. And we out here giving them extra chance to the economic and the educational system. We got to get a packet ready for them. We got to change this grade. And this school doesn't accept this credit and this, that, and another. Currently, the D1, D2 scale, 2018, 16 core classes. That's 4 years of everything. Social studies, science, math, ELA. Then you got a 2.3, D1. You got a 2.2 sliding scale, D2. You got an 18 or 19, 900 SAT, ACT. Starting official visits with juniors now, next year, April to June. You know, we don't know if that's going to be one of their 5 visits or whatever. And it can't be corresponding or pertaining to a camp. You just got to be up there on campus, you know, visiting, touring academics, touring the facilities, go out to eat, let them stroke you, wine and dine, whatever. And you go in the coach's office at the end, and what he's going to do, don't get no strippers. He's going to offer you or he's not going to offer you. If he don't offer you, that's okay.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
And we about to take a break. Stay with us.
1 in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
It's a Sensation Station Wealth Nation collaboration celebrating 7 years going hard in Always Radio .com. The Go Hard, Go Home Summer Series returns and kicks off at Red Martini Lounge July 6th with multi-platinum selling artist Silk the Shocker. Silk the Shocker performing all hits with the celebrity red carpet brought to you by The Hype Magazine. It's no limit forever. The Hype Magazine, Wealth Nation, and Sensation Station Network celebrating 7 years goes hard July 6th at Red Martini Lounge. Tickets only $10. Get more info at ssnatl.com.
I know you got a man and all. Move on. And move my way.
This is Amari Batman Carroll. You listen to The Crush, the only sports radio show that they gonna keep it real in the A on Sensation Station Network.
That ain't the music I waiting on, because we go into the Crush recap brought to you by
Blunt Power.
With Blunt Power, 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about by going to their website, bluntpower.com, and or their Twitter page at Blunt Power.
The best blunt power out there is called Zap.
I like Zap.
Zap. It won't put you on alert. It'll have you smelling like your clothes just came out the dryer.
But you go with that baby powder.
You go with that baby powder, they already know.
Nah, you go with that baby powder.
Or that pineapple, or that cherry. They know. You fresh. You got paraphernalia, everything.
Hey, man, we about to find out what our intern learned today. What's up, Kennedy?
What's good? What's good?
Big time Kennedy.
So what did you learn today, Kennedy?
I thought the conversation y'all were having about the athlete who was making money was very interesting because I am an NCAA athlete myself.
Right.
Division III, and I took a course about sports and the American dream. And I think that, like, the fact that the representation is a big key factor in that, especially because you look at who's at the top, who's head of the NCAA. If you look at gender and race and different things of that nature and who's making that money,
right.
And you then look at all the lists of the different athletes who are actually participating and who's being benefited off of,
right.
That's a huge key problem I have. And I remember having that debate with classmates, and a lot of us were athletes, and of course you had to look at both sides, but there was a part of me that was like, okay, I understand what the intentions are, but then again, you're holding certain people back, and we know who those people are. You know, so that was something that really jogged my mental thought. And
it's funny that if it was the other way around, it probably wouldn't be this issue.
No, it probably would. No, I'm sorry, no problem. It wouldn't be that issue.
It wouldn't be that issue.
I mean, there's like so many things that can be set in place to just make strides to make it better, such as like making sure like scholarships are kept intact if players get hurt, because they don't have a livelihood to keep that up. So how are they expected to do that? Like,
right.
How are you expecting them to continue to perform, especially if something happens? They can't, and then they're out of school, and then what? There's no education.
Because everybody think every time you get a scholarship, it's a 4-year scholarship.
Oh, no. It's very... We looked at the statistics, and we were talking about that debate. It's very contingent.
Yeah.
So
it's year to year.
Year to year, coach. Like, yeah, by God, you come in every spring, and you sit down in front of the associate athletic director.
Yeah.
And he sit down, he go over all your off-the-field antics. If you got caught drinking, smoking, got pulled over, if you punched somebody out at a party, they review your academic status. They look at your transcripts, see how many A's, B's, C's you made, how many classes you dropped, how many classes you added. And then they look at your athletic status. Are you a promising sophomore, junior, rising? Are you starting? Are you 4-string holding the bag? Being a problem trump.
Are you missing trips?
And then after that, they
1 year renewable, baby.
They slide it over and they put the pen sign here.
Yeah. Tell your mom and daddy they need to come up with some funds
every year
for you to continue to attend this university.
Right.
So, you're not guaranteed scholarship from year to year.
No, 1 year renewable.
You can't make no money to hopefully stack some money so if something goes down, you can still have it. So who are they hurting the most?
The kids, the product, the recycling of the other generations coming in. You got youth, everybody looking at that. They looking at it. They're idolizing these athletes. You know, college sports is greater than pro sports. You know, eventually that's the goal, but everybody know they can't go pro. But everybody has an opportunity to go to college.
Yeah. Very true.
Whether it's D1, D2, D3, historically black, you know, we need to build up the Morehouse and the Clarks and all them, and Morris Bryant, and bring them back and just load them teams up to show these folk, look, this is what it was before OJ and all them boys.
Shine the stuff, baby.
Yeah.
Shine the stuff, baby.
Shine it up.
It's kind of hard for these folk, though. They like that shiny stuff, baby.
Right.
You know, they the lights, what we call it? And the shiny things, Wendy. Shiny things, baby.
Bright lights and
They want to be on TV. Right. They want to play in front of 75,000, 100,000.
Yeah, glitter and gleam ain't all what it look like.
Oh, no.
You think about that, though. If all the kids in Atlanta stayed and went to HBCUs in Atlanta school,
dominating
they'd beat Georgia Tech every year.
Every year.
They destroy Tech.
Georgia will struggle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it would
But the
be...
shiny things are a little shiny.
Shiny things, baby.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, and it's sad because, again, a lot of these guys, some of you guys are going to hit these campuses and will never play a down. We know plenty of those kids. They were highly recruited. They were highly touted. They hadn't touched the field yet. They touched the field in garbage time. They hadn't played any meaningful snaps. And it may not play any meaningful snaps.
Right. And one thing about school, and I hope a lot of kids who go on understand this, get your grades to the point to where if there's an issue, they can't do like Coach say, wait a minute, you the 4th-string bag handler, your grades ain't...
And you ain't got good grades.
And get what? Dismiss.
Yeah.
Such stuff.
Don't make it easy for them.
And you don't hit my graduation rate?
Yeah.
Right.
If you ain't helping me with the 80, give me an 88% graduation rate, I ain't good with you.
And we're going to bring in this one kid, this one Rudy, white kid of a son of somebody, or a black kid, or an Asian, that's worked hard, keeps his nose clean. Dad's a businessman and everything.
Yeah.
Donates millions of dollars. Got interest group, donate millions of dollars. Guess what we finna do? We finna slide him this scholarship.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, when you watch the NCAA tournament, those guys at the end of the bench who don't never take their warm-up off, they got the jacket and the T-shirt on the whole time.
Yeah.
Those are the GPA kids.
Yeah, they want to keep an eye.
So for every McDonald All-American, I need 2 of these guys.
Right.
And one, he ain't going to stay. Then my APR going to be bad. And I'm going to lose a scholarship or 2.
Everybody at UGA got a 4.0.
Coming in the door.
Oh, he got a 4.0. We got 4.6, 4.7. We got rose collars. We got everything. Give me something that sets you apart. What are you, archery? You the best in football? What are you the best at? Because all these 2.1s and 2.2, 2.3, only way y'all going to get in, we're going to take a chance on 1 or 2 of you, but you got to sell tickets. And you got to sell paraphernalia at the bookstore.
At the bookstore.
They will definitely take a chance on a few. I'll say that.
They will.
Very few.
If you come in 6'5", 275, they can run.
Right.
They going to take that chance.
Yeah. Everybody not Randy Moss.
Right.
Seen it with my own eyes.
We're going to give you an IEP, and we're going to run.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to give you a personal assistant.
Randy Moss could be at Notre Dame. And Florida State,
man,
and get the Marshall
he
was the one.
He was the one.
All of y'all,
but everybody ain't that one,
right?
That's what you better understand.
And that's my point.
That's that sense of entitlement. That's that enabler. You know, my son been doing this since rec ball. We welcome all. We ain't lost, and we were 3-4 flag 5. We undefeated. We got this great group of parents that we smoke, drink, we tailgate together, go out of town, and then we matriculated to the middle school. And we didn't transition well from the middle school to the high school, because the high school is the beginning of a transcript. All that other Georgia milestone, CRCT, don't matter when you get to the 9th grade. You got to get to class on time. You got to pass 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 7 classes.
Man, jump that GPA off, man.
Jump it off. First semester.
You're 4.0 when you walk in?
Walk in. And then you can play with it.
Yeah.
That's why I tell folks the athletic scholarship is good, because a piece of coochie or something going to come across their face, or some weed, and it's going to mess up that GPA. You see what I'm saying? And they need that. You trying to maintain a academic scholarship. They gonna say, no. You got to get that exposure. You got to get that flexibility.
Do your schoolwork.
Do your work. Just do what you're supposed to do.
Do your schoolwork.
Stay lane.
Rusty about to get us kicked out the air, but we're going to still keep it going. Thank you. Hey, Rusty, man, for real, though. That's the knowledge that we need, though.
Right. I mean, it's raw and uncut.
You kept it real.
I'll be quiet. I heard you.
Hey, thanks to the Gather family. Hey, y'all heard the process of a kid who's going through it. That was awesome.
Wendy know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Some days.
No, a lot of days.
When they want to listen, I know.
Right.
Thanks to Rusty, man, doing them things out there. He went. He mentioned every area of Atlanta that he stayed in. And I believe it.
He ain't been out in Decatur, but okay.
Yeah, I've been out there. Kirkwood, McPherson. Went to Corn for about a week. Got to fighting. They tried to jump me from my pullover and my Pumas. I've been there, done that.
Thanks to everybody. Great week. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
That's awesome.
Too much sauce.
And so a new American industry has been born. Sensation Station Network.